Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jessica Lynn, and I'm joined by my colleague, Dorian Apiche. We are the Employer Outreach Coordinators for GoDCGo, and today we are bringing you a presentation on Capital Bikeshare corporate memberships. So some of you may have seen our previous webinars. We provide lots of information about commuting sustainably and helping out employers with expanding their commuter benefits. Today, we are talking about this fantastic benefit, and it will be recorded. So in case you missed part of it or you have to leave early, yes, this presentation will be recorded and we will send out a recap with the slides. So our agenda today is we're going to start with a little bit about who GoDCGo is, an overview of Capital Bikeshare, what are the benefits and what is it about, and then we'll talk about how to become a corporate member, getting the most out of your corporate membership, and also we'll discuss our Transportation All-Stars program, which is a neat program that we do from GoDCGo. And there'll be questions at the end, or we'll have time at the end for questions. So GoDCGo is an initiative of the District Department of Transportation. We are the leading resource for transportation information and options. We encourage the use of sustainable transportation. We offer complimentary transit resources and consulting services to DC organizations and commuters. And our overall goal serves to decrease traffic congestion, improve air quality, and create a better quality of life in the DC area. And again, for those who just joined, this presentation will be recorded and we will have time at the end for questions. So let's start with the benefits of biking. Since, we're talking about biking today, well, why bike? Why would we have biking mixed in with the workspace? So on the left, we've got a list of employee benefits. So we've got low impact and good workout. It's easy on your muscles. You can get your exercise in. It's an easy thing to get into generally, if you're talking about other sports or, other forms of exercise like Pilates or calisthenics. Biking is relatively easy compared to those things. And, they do say once you know how to bike, you never really forget how to, right? It is a fun way to get fit since you're outside, you're moving along. It can be time efficient and more affordable than a car. They say it takes about $10,000. This was a statistic from 2021, about $10,000 to own and operate a car, like maintain it. And it only costs about $300 per year to maintain a bike, depending on your bike. And there are fewer carbon emissions. It's virtually zero since it's the same as just you being out there. It doesn't put out any extra carbon. And you do get fresh air and sunshine when you get to go outside, which improves your mood and productivity. So those are all great benefits for the employees. And then on the right here, we have benefits to the employer. So if your employees are getting exercise and improving their mood and productivity, you have healthier employees and you're improving your morale. You improve employee retention since they're generally enjoying their quality of life at your workplace. And you're doing something good for the environment, which in turn decreases your carbon footprint, supports your sustainability goals, and it's something that your employees can get behind. It matches their values, which is really important to employees these days. And essentially, you're expanding your employee benefits if you boost your biking infrastructure at the office. So if you're offering bike walks or lockers, storage space, or a Capital Bikeshare benefit, for example, you're expanding your roster of benefits, and that makes a big difference in whether employees are enjoying their time working at your office or not. Because these days, a salary is one thing, but the benefits can really make a difference. So consider all the benefits of biking for both the individual and for the organization. All right, so what is Cabby Corporate? It is a great program that can help you expand your biking program at your office. Through Cabby Corporate, Cabby is short for Capital Bikeshare. Through Cabby Corporate, employers can offer discounted or free annual Bikeshare memberships to their employees. So for individuals outside of the office, normally it's $95, but there is a significant discount if the benefit is offered by the employer, which is Cabby Corporate. So through Cabby Corporate, you're providing low cost, easy, convenient, and sustainable transportation options for your employees to get around Metro DC. And they can use it for commuting to the office, from the office, for meetings and errands if they're going between work sites or to client meetings, or to get lunch even. And they can also use it just for fun. So once they have that membership, if you're offering them a corporate membership, it is their membership. Your employees can use it even on weekends. They have it for the whole year because it is annual. So even for exercise from Saturdays, Sundays, yes, of course, for commuting, but even in their personal life. So it is a wonderful benefit. And I'd just like to share some stats for DC Capital Bikeshare, or Cabby. So we have 137 DC corporate accounts in total. That means there's 137 organizations that are offering this corporate membership to their employees. And then we've got 934 trips taken in 2023 alone. And then we have 3,497 corporate members, part of those 137 corporate accounts. And overall in DC, we have 14,425 annual members. So that's something that you can be a part of if you sign up for a corporate membership or start offering this discount at your office. So just to name a few, there's actually a lot of organizations that you might recognize that are offering Capital Bikeshare corporate memberships. The FCC, Wegmans, Inter-American Development Bank, the USDA. I won't go through the whole list, but as you can see, there's a lot of both big and small organizations that are offering the corporate membership. So it's a whole range of employers. Don't think that you aren't eligible for it due to size or due to your industry. There's many different employers that are offering this corporate membership, and a lot of different employees that are benefiting from it. So we've heard lots of success stories, and I'll just quote a few. These are from actual employees that we've worked with, talked to at our Go DC Go events, things that we've heard from employees say when we run into them, or when we're talking about the Cabby benefit, or when we're promoting it at these offices. These are things that employees have said. For example, some people say Cabby has helped them get to the office, cutting down their 15-minute commute into about 5 minutes, which is awesome, especially when they're really cold or they're running late, outside in the winter when it's really cold. They can cut down 10 minutes of being outside and suffering. So that is really nice for them. We've also heard people say that Cabby is a really helpful last mile connection. So when there's metro repairs, or the metro is a short walk from the office and that's down, they can connect that last mile by jumping on a Cabby bike and getting to the office or getting back home. And we've also heard that people say they use Cabby every day to get around town. A lot of people might not have a car if they're living downtown or in the city, or even depending on where they come from. If they're international, they might not have cars here, and Cabby is critical for them to get around every single day, whether it's to work or just running errands. And we've also heard that people really enjoy the e-bikes, since there are classic bikes and e-bikes. I know DC can be hard to get around when it's uphill, but there are options. So yeah, we've heard a lot of grateful employees talk about Cabby, and we just wanted to share that with you so you might get inspired and think about ways that Cabby might fit into your workplace as well. So a little bit more about Capital Bikeshare. If you haven't heard about it before, it is the third largest bike share in the United States. There's about 3 million trips taken annually, and it is the most affordable bike share system in the country, actually. We have 700 stations, and over 50% are inside the district. And I'll show you a map in just a second of just how good that coverage is. We have 850 new e-bikes that just launched last year, and if you haven't seen them, they're really convenient, really nice. And some people might say that they're a little heavy, but they actually give you a really good weight if you've ever been on them. They give you a little more oomph, so you don't feel like you're going to topple over, and you feel like you're actually taking space on the road. So they're nice. Personally, I might be biased, but we have 2,000 e-bikes in total in DC. So here's just a snippet of the Bikeshare stations. This is obviously downtown. You see the White House in the center, and there's very good coverage in DC. There's Bikeshare stations within a quarter mile of almost every block. And you can find this system map on Capital Bikeshare's website, which I believe is capitalbikeshare.com. And to zoom out a little, here's a map of all the Capital Bikeshare stations in the region. So I know some of you have employees that are outside of DC proper. There are also stations that extend to these urban centers. And just before I pass it to Dory to talk about pricing, I did want to show you a little bit about what the bikes look like and what are you actually offering to your employees if you sign up for a Capital Bikeshare membership, corporate membership. So these are the classic bikes. There's 3 different speed gears that you can adjust on the handle. And then the seat is actually adjustable as well. You see that black lever right under it. That's where you can raise or lower the seat. And there is a rack on the front where you can maybe carry some light items. It's not a basket, so do be careful of that. And then here are the e-bikes. They have a top speed of 20 miles per hour. The pedal assist motor kicks in automatically, which is convenient. And then there is a lock on the side. You see that rope above the back wheel that can be used to lock the bike at any public bike rack for $1. And there is a screen, an LED screen that is in between the handlebars. You can't quite see it here, but that does show you how much battery is left and the speed that you're traveling at. And it's nice because this one actually does have a little bit more of a basket shape, so you can carry some items, small items in the front. And now I'll hand it over to Dorianne to talk about the pricing.
Thanks, Jessica. I appreciate it. So we're going to talk about, how the whole program works now. The membership cost is an incredible deal. As Jess said, it's lowest cost in the country. So if you sign up as a corporate member, you have 2 choices. You can either pay the full amount, which would be $50 to you for your each employee for an annual membership, which is a 47% savings off the regular price, or you could choose to pay partial subsidy, which would be $25, and the employee would have to pay the other $25. So still, for an annual membership to use these bikes year-round for $50 is an incredible deal and a fabulous perk to offer your employees. So what they get with this membership. So let's go over the program itself. So they can use a classic bike for 45 minutes as many times as they want every day, all year long, without any other extra charges. If they go over a 45-minute in any one ride, it would be 5 cents a minute. For the extra miles, and not members have to pay 5 cents a minute for and a $1 unlocking fee without a corporate membership. So if they were just using it as a regular, or without an annual membership, I should say. And then the e-bikes, there's always a charge with e-bikes, even as a corporate member, but it's 10 cents a minute instead of the 15 cents a minute that it would be normally. So they save 33% on that. And it's free to unlock all bikes. And there, as I mentioned, there's a $1 unlocking fee if they're not an annual member. And they get up to 5 free unlocks for a guest. So 5 times they can ride with somebody else and they don't have to pay an unlocking fee or any of the other fares for that rider when they ride together. The other thing that, and I will say, even most current Capital Bikeshare members don't know this exists, is the Bike Angels program. So they can sign up for it in the Cabby app, and it's a program that helps actually rebalance the bike fleet. So if they ride a bike from a well-stocked station to a low-stocked one, they receive points, which can be redeemed for all kinds of awards, ride credits, water bottles, and gloves. So it's a great way to earn some points and get some great prizes for just doing what they're normally doing. And it can really be a nice little perk that goes along with their regular membership. And all they have to do is sign up for it in the app. So the other thing that comes along with being an annual member or a corporate member, excuse me, is they can receive 2 free classes from Washington Area Bicycle Association, WABA. All they have to do is sign up for them. They'll look at the regular WABA schedule to see when one of these 2 classes are available, and they could take them. It's a great little perk. You want to keep your employees safe. So they have the trail riding basics or the competency cycling class. These things are really valuable. I know a lot of people are a little bit intimidated about using the Capital Bikeshare bikes or using bikes in the city in general because, they're fearful and they want, of safety. And so having this class and being able to take some classes to kind of remember all the rules of the road, especially riding in the city, or understanding how to use the bike lanes properly, because they're all over the place and it can be confusing. These are great and it's free. They have to bring their own bike or helmet because the classes are 45 minutes long. If they don't have a bike or helmet, WABA will supply them a bike. They can't use their corporate membership for this because the classes are more than 45 minutes long. So they would get extra charges for that. So they'll just supply them with a KB code to be able to take out a bike for the duration of the class. It's very easy to become a corporate member. All you have to do is either use this QR code to get to this enrollment form, or you can go to the Capital Bikeshare website and under accounts and corporate accounts, and you'll find this form and you fill it out. And once you put in all your information, it's pretty much as easy as that to become a corporate member. You just have to sign up for it. Once you become a member, there's lots of ways that Capital Bikeshare and GoDCGo can help you promote your benefits to your employees. First of all, you'll receive this flyer, which will have all of your company's information on it, your company name, and then you receive a code, which each of your employees would have to use to sign up for a Capital Bikeshare corporate account. And that's your unique code. And so you'll have this flyer that you can hand out to employees to give them all the details on how to register appropriately and easily. And we recommend that they use you require them to use your business email address, because then you can ensure that only your employees are signing up for this account and nobody else has access to it. Along with this lovely flyer, GoDCGo does some presentations that you're welcome to ask us to do. So the complimentary Cabby 101 training, it's funny because a lot of companies that first sign up for this think, oh, there's nothing that, we need to teach our employees about. But some of the things that we just went over would be in that presentation. But what we do, Justin and I would do the presentation for you. We promote your benefit, first of all, to your employees and explain the value of it to them. We would talk about how to register as a corporate member, go over all the perks, answer questions. Obviously, we would hype up your program and hopefully encourage registration, talk about safety and the classes that are available to them. And we would explain the app and how to read the system map. But most of all, we would be there to make it fun and exciting. And we would, in addition to talking about the Capital Bikeshare corporate membership, we would promote all means of sustainable transportation, bring brochures, materials, and some swag to get your folks enthusiastic about your new benefit and using sustainable transportation. So the other thing, once you're a member, it's very easy to administer. You will receive a monthly invoice, and that invoice will only include any new employees that have signed up that month. So you only get billed for participating employees. So if, only one person signs up that month, you get a bill for that one person, whether it be for the $50 or the $25, depending on what you selected. And as I mentioned, employees should have them register with their work emails to ensure that they're eligible. Your invoice will tell you who signed up for that month, so you can double check everything and make sure it works the way you want it to.
And if I remember correctly, employers are also able to cap the number of participants, right?
Yes. If you have budget constraints, you can limit it to a number of a certain number, if that is something you are interested in doing. So the other benefit that you get by being a Capital Bikeshare corporate membership is it can help you in your getting designated as a Transportation All-Star. If you're not familiar with our Transportation All-Star program, it's how we at GoDCGo recognize organizations like yours for their commitment to sustainable transportation. We have 4 different levels of recognition, as you see here: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And the more benefits that you offer and the different types of benefits that you offer, the higher designation you can receive. And so Capital Bikeshare is obviously one of those benefits that you can offer that would help you with your designation. And I have some information about what this all entails. So the benefits included in being a Transportation All-Star. So I highly recommend that any of you that are considering this, or even if you don't consider becoming a CABI member, you consider becoming an All-Star with us for getting recognized for what you're already doing. So the benefits are: 1, you're being a steward of the environment and reducing your company's footprint, and being recognized as an all-star can help you with any of your requirements for becoming sustainable or reducing your company footprint. It helps, as Jessica mentioned in the beginning, with for CABI with employee retention and recruitment. So being recognized as a Transportation All-Star and your commitment is something that employees look for these days, and how sustainable the company that they're working for is. Along with your designation, you can receive an electronic badge and window clings that could be used in your marketing materials to help promote this back to your employees and also your clients or your customers. You can be featured in one of our success stories. We do a success story, a couple of success stories every year, featuring an employee that does a great job in promoting sustainability and offers unique individual programs. You can be recognized in social media and mentions, retweets, and follows. We also give out certificates for silver and gold designation, or potentially a crystal award if you become a platinum all-star. You will be recognized in our newsletter and on our websites. If you become a platinum all-star, you can also receive a 1-year membership for the best workplaces for commuters on us. GoDCGo plays that 1-year membership for you. You would be recognized at our annual awards ceremony, which is coming up on May 30th this year. And I have to tell you, it's usually a really nice and fun event, so you don't want to miss that. And you would be recognized as a DC organization that is committed to sustainable transportation. So there are lots of benefits. So it's very easy to become an all-star. All you have to do, there's a form here you can actually fill out and submit if you're interested. With the form basically asks you to share with us the benefits that you're already offering, and then we would tell you what your current designation is. There are all types of benefits that we look for or we recognize, and some of them are listed here, like pre-tax benefits, If you have a display for transportation information and resources for your employees, if you have a designated transportation, employee transportation coordinator, somebody that works with your employees to answer any transportation questions, or works with us to create new transportation benefits for your employees, such as a Capital Bikeshare membership. If you have bike racks or showers or bike storage available to your employees, any of those things can help you with your designation. A van or carpool program or shuttle service. I know a lot of you are offering telework or flex time or compressed work schedules right now. Those are great things that will help you be designated at different levels. There's also the guaranteed ride home program, or some organizations offer subsidies for things like transit, bike, and walking to work. If any of those are interesting to you that you don't do and you want to learn more about them, you can reach out to us, and Jessica and I would be happy to either help you learn more about them or help you implement any one of these types of benefits. We can help you get the most out of your commuter benefits. So let us help you evaluate your program. We can do things like conducting a commuter survey if you want to find out what benefits would be best for you to implement, or the most you'll get the most out of based on what your employees are interested in and how they use transit and all forms of and modes of sustainable transportation right now, and what they would be interested in doing in the future. And the other thing that we love for you to take advantage of and can also help you with your All-Star designation is host an event with GoDCGo. So Jessica and I attend all kinds of events at different employers, such as, some employers do things for the different transportation holidays that happen during the year, like Bike Month, Bike to Work Day, Earth Day. There's Car Free Day in the fall. Some employers do a health benefit fair, or they do a sustainable transportation fair. We do a lot with employers that do open enrollment events for their employees, because they're already promoting their benefits during an open enrollment time. So they might as well, include all the other benefits, like transportation benefits that they offer. So we usually get invited to a lot of those. So use this as a resource. Again, these types of things, like doing one of these kinds of events I just mentioned, can help you become an all-star, as well as help promote your benefits and increase your designation with GoDCGo. And then, so you can reach Jessica and I. On the next slide, we have all of our information, and we'll open it up to questions, but feel free to reach out with us excuse me, I'm getting tongue twisted, at any time to talk about any of the things we discussed today, and of course, the Capital Bikeshare membership. Well, we hope you guys are excited about Capital Bikeshare corporate memberships and sign up, but you can also reach out for, as we said, for any of your other transportation needs. We're happy to help you in any way we can. And if we didn't already mention it, all of our services at GoDCGo are complimentary, right? There's no charge for anything. Our surveys, anything that we do, our support is complimentary. So don't hesitate.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Have a
Sign
great.
up to be a corporate member.
Does anybody have any questions that we can answer?